The city of San Francisco launching a new fight against President Trump today, asking a judge to stop an executive order that strips funding from sanctuary cities. KPIX 5's political reporter Melissa Caen on why the city is calling it an emergency. Melissa?
It's been 42 days since President Trump signed an executive order setting the stage for defunding sanctuary cities. Since then, nothing. Sanctuary cities just don't know what's going to happen. The city of San Francisco went to court today to say that uncertainty is now an emergency. Molly Lee is one of the attorneys representing San Francisco in a lawsuit against the Trump administration.
What we did today was file a motion for a preliminary injunction, and that's asking for a court order to immediately stop enforcement or application of the executive order.
To stop the executive order, the city has to show there's an emergency. But in this case, the emergency is the mayor's budget. It has to be completed by May 15th, but no one knows what money is coming from the federal government.
We have not yet received any clarity from the Trump administration about what the scope of funds at issue are. This places the city in a terrible position. We receive over $1.2 billion in federal funds as part of our annual operating budget, plus an additional $800 million in multi-year grants. That is a huge amount of money for the city of San Francisco.
To make matters worse, according to the lawsuit, the $2 billion from the federal government is reimbursement money. That means it's already been spent. Lee says the effect of losing federal funds would be dire.
Senior meal programs would likely be canceled. We wouldn't be able to fund homeless services. There would be catastrophic consequences.
The fear of losing federal money was on the minds of some people who turned out to a Dublin City Council meeting last night. The council was voting on whether to become a sanctuary city.
Why did council propose this to staff? That's really why I'm here tonight. As you heard in the report, you risk losing $83,000 in federal funding. Right off the bat, you risk it.
A Dublin resident, Alvin Louie, opposed the sanctuary city ordinance and explained why some immigrants came out against being a sanctuary city.
They and their families spent a lot of time following the process, filling out the right paperwork, waiting in line, and they didn't feel it was right for people to cut in front of line and be able to come here without going through the proper procedures they did.
Ultimately, the Dublin City Council decided not to become a sanctuary city. Melissa Caen, KPIX 5.